Hey everyone, Pierce Asian here. Just thought I would post a quick update video on my orthodontic treatment progress. So for those that didn't watch my first video, I am 2 days into my third round of adult orthodontic treatment. So just to quickly summarize my past, in my early 20s, I had some jaw issues. I had a class 3 malocclusion, open bite where my teeth didn't come together, and it was kind of causing me all sorts of jaw pains in my joint because my bite was off. And at the time, they thought the only solution was to wear braces and then get jaw surgery afterwards to fix everything. But due to cost and my innate fear of any surgical procedures, I opted not to do it and was fortunate enough to squeak under the radar with chest braces alone to avoid that surgery altogether. And so there were some hiccups and bumps along the way in my first round of treatment, which resulted in a second round of treatment at no charge to continue sort of stabilizing my teeth as I got older and older. And it wasn't until I think 2005 when I graduated university, or not too long after I graduated, that the braces finally came off. So fast forward about 11 years from then, so what, I'm 36, and of course my TMJ issues starting began to sort of manifest themselves again, and it's a result of my bite sort of going off kilter because I wasn't diligent enough as I got older and older to continue wearing my Essex retainers. So here I am again, round 3 of orthodontic treatment as an adult. Is it really that bad? No, not really. Was it a conscious choice? Yes. Did I have insurance? Yes. Did I have to shell out money? Yes. And it's okay because I would much rather look like this for the next couple of years, maybe even 3 years, God knows how long, than to have, continuous pain in my face and, just I don't know if any of you guys have had TMJ problems, but I can assure you that it is a very, very annoying and painful experience that never seems to go away. So prior to this orthodontic treatment, I even had a TMJ splint made up, and that seemed to sort of temporarily relieve my symptoms. But then, could you imagine going into an office, meeting with people, and talking to people all day long with a continuous lisp and with this big like chunk of plastic on your teeth? It wasn't very appealing and not the greatest solution. So here I am now in December of 2015, and I'm sporting myself a new set of train tracks on at least the top row of my teeth. Now you'll notice that I've got ceramic brackets here, and so my orthodontist was kind enough to offer me an upgrade to ceramic braces at no additional charge, probably because I am a frequent brace face. I made it into the frequent brace face club or something. And so I thought, you know what? I've had, traditional metal speed brackets in the last 2 times. I'm still going to get metal speed brackets on the bottom row of teeth. So I figured, why not? I'll try some ceramic ones and see how they fare up against what I'm used to having. And so in this video, I'll just quickly touch on, where I'm at, pros and cons of ceramic, and where I expect to be in the next little bit. So let's start off with the brackets. Ceramic brackets, these ones here are made out of genuine aluminum oxide, if there's such a thing as genuine, I guess, aluminum oxide. And they're self-ligating, meaning that there's no reliance on any sort of elastomeric O-ring ligature to hold the wire onto the bracket. As you can see here, if you can, there's a little tiny microscopic metal latch on my brackets. And so basically, because the brackets are ceramic and there's no little elastomeric ligatures, there's nothing to stain. So that's awesome. They're guaranteed not to stain no matter what I throw at them. So that's cool. And I find that when they glue them onto my teeth and start running my tongue and lips over it, it feels like they're slightly smoother than the metal speed brackets. They almost seem like they have a lower height profile, even though the brackets themselves actually occupy a slightly larger footprint. So that was kind of different as well, and I don't mind it because I remember when I first got braces that, holy cow, were they scratchy. And even then, like 15 years ago, the speed brackets were exceptionally tiny and low profile, so this was even better than them. Of course, at a higher cost. Now, of course, ceramic brackets only cover the front 6 teeth. The sides still rely on the metal brackets with the hooks and all what have you. And of course, I didn't initially notice any scratchiness or any soreness or even sore, like canker sores of any sort starting to form. But when I drive home from my office today, I started noticing that it's starting to develop sores. And I think if I flip my lip, well, you don't see anything yet, but I can tell you right now on my left side of my mouth that these hooks are starting to drive me crazy, and I can guarantee you that within another 2 days I'm going to have a sore forming. So after this video, I'm going to probably throw some wax on them to take away some of that raw scratchiness out of my face. So ceramic brackets are really cool in that my coworkers and friends never even noticed I had braces. Now, probably because I don't have any bottom ones. See, so as I'm talking, it's very hard to discern whether or not I actually have anything on my teeth until I smile. And even then, you can see under normal light, they're not very obvious per se. Not that I'm trying to conceal anything, but I'm just saying that ceramics are less visible, so to speak. So that's kind of a neat thing. They are definitely more delicate than metal ones, so I have to be super careful. I was actually told that during the removal process that some brackets have occasionally shattered and then they have to grind the remainder of the bracket off, which I thought was bizarre, whereas metal brackets, they kind of crimp it and distort the metal a bit and they just pop off your teeth. And I think that's why they cost more, because they're just a little more of a pain to work with. But I don't regret it. And I figured that since this is my third round of treatment, that, well, why the heck not? So that's a little bit about brackets. As far as soreness is concerned, so because my dental arch is actually quite good already, you can see the wire is not even really bent up, like just a little bit here and here, which really means that my teeth are straight. And I knew that going in to treatment. And so they put in a round wire. It's quite soft. It doesn't even actually go all the way to the back molar because there's actually no bracket in the back molars yet. They said they were going to put that in afterwards at my next appointment when they do my bottom braces. And so they put in this little lightweight, super flexy rounded wire into the bracket. And in fact, when they did it, the only thing I noticed was the tiny bit of scratchiness of the brackets. I didn't even feel the wire. Well, no, that's not true. Slightly felt the wire. And so I thought, okay, that's cool. Chances are it's not really going to hurt much. And so I went about my business. I ate dinner. I ate lunch. I went to work the next day, did the same thing all over again. And it wasn't until last night, and by the way, the pain level or the achiness level was probably like a 1 out of 10. It was so low that it was insignificant. But yesterday, I decided to eat a Subway sandwich, cold cut sandwich, not even with toasted bread, and not thinking twice. I went and I bit into the sandwich with my front teeth, and I'm serious. I almost fell out of my chair because I was like, holy, the pain or the ache level went from like a 1 to probably like an 8 or even a 9. And so that was kind of a nerve shock to me. And so obviously I wasn't going to eat with my front teeth anymore. So I started coping by eating with like a sandwich sideways like this. And it was quite the sight to see. But I managed to finish a sandwich, which normally that would take me 10 minutes to eat. It took me about 30 minutes to eat. And then, of course, when I went to bed and woke up this morning, now my side teeth that was used to chew the sandwich also hurt like no tomorrow. So now my overall achiness rating is probably like a 6 out of 10 at this point in time. And all because of that little lightweight wire that I thought couldn't hurt me. It's amazing what orthodontics will do to you. So as the evening has progressed so far, I find that I'm pretty sure my teeth are moving because that's the only reason why it'd be aching. So that kind of sucks, but well, it is braces. What did you expect? As far as cleaning is concerned, the cleaning routine, it hasn't changed, right? I brush after every meal. I use a anti-cavity fluoride enriched mouthwash, and just I can't help, as weird as this might sound, to keep looking at my teeth every so often and sort of admiring the amazing science of orthodontics. So it's kind of cool that way. How do I feel about it as an adult, like emotionally? Well, what's there to really feel? I mean, I was an adult when I had them the first time, and I thought I was actually very self-conscious in my early 20s. I felt so dorky when I had them because I thought, oh God, I look like a teenager. And I actually did. I remember when I was like 23 and I went to go to the bar, I got ID'd. And when I went to buy alcohol, I got ID'd. And I thought, well, that's kind of entertaining, right? Because people thought I was like 17 or even 16 years old. And probably being Asian, I probably looked younger than my age as it is now. But this time round, when I got my braces, the only comment that I had was from my own spouse, and she says, "Oh, you look so cute with your braces on. And I thought, okay, well, guys don't look cute in braces. Sure, if that's your thing, but I mean, this is my spouse, so I guess she can say anything she wants. Haven't bought beer yet. It'd be interesting to see when I have a full set of train tracks in January, that I will actually go and try to buy a case of beer and see what happens. Although I don't think I'm going to pass as a young kid anymore, because I do have white hair and crow's feet on my eyes and even a bald spot on the back of my head. But nonetheless, I think I might try that as a social experiment just because. So, anyways, that's all I have for the update. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up down there. Feel free to send me an email if you have any questions or comments at to pierceasian@gmail.com, or feel free just to post in the comments section below, and I'll try my best to answer them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I think my next update will be in January when I get my bottom ones done. So, hope to talk to you guys then.